keep up to date with our latest videos, please hit the subscribe button below. Hi, welcome to this video from racingbetdata.com. Today we're just going to be giving you a brief overview of the site. So if you're a new member, you're a new visitor to the site, or you haven't yet visited the site, I'm going to give you a bit of an overview of how you can navigate around the site. It's pretty easy and self-explanatory, but sometimes it's easier to visualize, and I may cover a few questions that you might have during the video. So as I said, this is a very basic level review of the website, how you can join, what you need to join, what you get for joining, and what you can get before you join, so you can perhaps trial and see what we're about. So you land on the home page as displayed here, and you've got a few tile options and also the menu options, which open up further drop downs as you hover over them, which are all pretty standard stuff. A bit further down we have quick links to the pre-race download file and the results info file, and I'll touch on those two sections in a moment, and that's the essence of the website. So we have our data here, so we're going to start with looking at the data, and we're going to go to the introduction page, and we have four main data areas, if you like, and we've got some blurb, video tutorial, and a quick link to go to these data files here. And there's also more on our YouTube channel, which you can watch free of charge. We cover a range of videos on there, giving explanations and help, and an insight into what the data we offer is and how you can obtain it. So the pre-race download file, we'll go to that page in a moment, but basically it's a list of all the runners that are running that day. It's updated daily. We have an archive directory for previous days files that you can download, all into Excel format, all really easy to use. And similarly with the results and odds downloads file, these files become available throughout the day. So on the hour or around the hour, every hour, from the afternoon through to the evening, as races are taking place, we populate data, odds movements, odds levels before the race started, as well as in play, all covered within those files. And again, they're archived as well, so you can retrieve previous days files if you like. The data dashboard, so that's the main hub of the website, if you like. So it's a filter tick box dashboard, so you can create a bespoke setting, if you like, if you want to look at specific tracks, horses running at certain weights, distances, for instance. You can set that up within the dashboard, and you can actually save your preset criteria, and you can have as many saved criteria as if you want, and easily recall those, and we'll go into the data dashboard as well in a moment. And head-to-head, so pretty self-explanatory. You can compare two horses that are running against each other to see if they ran in the same race in the past and how they've fared. You can also use the head-to-head function just to look at one horse. So if there's a specific horse you want to look at, you can recall all of its history just by navigating to that horse using the initials and the search function, which we'll come on to. So without further ado, let's have a look into some of these data files. And as a basic member, I've not even signed in or registered here yet. So this is all, I'm going to be showing you everything at the moment that you can access as a free member, basic member. So the pre-race download files, navigate to there. So on the right hand side, we've got the archive. Try and access that. Advisors, you need to log in and you need to be an advanced member to access any of the archive files. Same to get today's file, which is always here. As advised, you need to be an advanced member, and you can just click that and that would download. What you can access as a basic member is a download sample, which is opened up here, and this is the structural layout of the daily file which you'll get, and we've got all the courses running today. So this sample was taken from the 6th of June 2021. So you have the race courses down the bottom, and then a combined tab, which is all of the horses running that day. So you can see here, that's the horse that was due to run on that day and its history. Obviously, some horses have run a lot more than others. And you have a raft of data across the right-hand side, all of its price history, how it's in play low history, it's in play maximum history, how many runs it's had, the percentage drop that it's had in its last 5 races. This video, there is a video on our YouTube channel which covers all of these in depth, showing whether the horses are course or distance winner, the distance it's running, how many wins it's had at the same class, the going, whether it's up in trip, the weight differences, the race rating, official rating, and we've also recently added a dobbing column to that sample file as well, which shows how the percentage of times the horse is dobbed, which means it's halved in odds in running, which is double or bust, quite a popular trading method. And that file will continue to grow and evolve as you, the user, give us suggestions or recommendations what you want to see in there. There's also some explanatory screenshots further down which are annotated, and a bit of comments behind them, but they're all pretty self-explanatory, the headers that you get in that file. But as I said, there's a bit more info on the home page there that you can digest. Go into the results and odds download file. So in the same way as the pre-race, you have the archive files which are accessible to advanced members. You can download the most recent file, as I said, which is updated hourly throughout the afternoon, and you can download a sample. And we've also got the annotated screenshots as well, which show the detail within those files as well. Okay, let's move on to the data dashboard itself. So to access the data dashboard, you need to be a member, and it's prompting you here that you can sign up for free. So if we click on this link, or you can click the gold box at the top, I'm going to pop in my email details and then just pop in a password, and then select the membership type you want. So we have 4 membership options, if you like, as an advanced member. So these 4 are all advanced members, and what you're purely doing there is choosing how often you like your payments. So you can pay annually, you can pay monthly, and we also offer this joint membership, and that gives you full access to not just racingbetdata.com, but also a sister site, footballbetdata.com. So you can sign up through either one of the sites and gain access to both, and that's a cost-effective way of doing it rather than having 2 separate memberships. So I'm going to sign up for the basic membership here. That's all you need to do is pop in your email address, and you would get a welcome email, and it obviously states there that I'm signed up. So I'm going to go back to the data dashboard and enter my login details. Make sure I enter them correctly, and I'm in. So the case, it is worth noting actually that logins are case sensitive. So if you, for instance, sign up with a capital T in your username email address and you try and log in with a lowercase t, it's not going to let you log in. So you need to ensure that your email address and your password, if you put any upper or lowercase characters in there, you enter those exactly when you're signing in. Okay. So here we are on the data dashboard. You can see at the top there it's given the account status as basic member, and what that means is you don't get any forward visibility. So I'm not able to extract any data for today's or upcoming races. I can only get backward visibility, and it's severely cut down to about 10 races, or 10 horses in any output that I select. You have the option to switch to a date picker. So clicking on that will allow you to navigate to any date back to 2002, and you can get the output for that race, race day, I should say. Switching back to the traditional filters, you can tick and untick as many of these as you want. We've got some little key pop-ups here, which obviously give you explanation of the abbreviated race courses, the goings, headgear. There are several little pop-up tables that you can click on. And like I said, you can tick and untick to your desire, really. And then as an advanced member, you have this save as selection function, which I'm going to click on. As it says here, you can only use that as an advanced member, but that allows you to create, name, save, edit, and recall any criteria that you want. So people use that something as simple as having just today or yesterday ticked, so they can easily recall the next day's or previous day's racing. So for the purpose of this, just to show you what you can get, I'm going to click on yesterday. I left everything else as default. You can send those results directly to Excel by clicking here, or you can send them to the screen, and even if you send them to the screen, you can send them to Excel afterwards as well. So that's going to generate a database query on what I've just selected and automatically take you to the top of the data. And as it shows here that you were logged in as a basic member, so we're only getting a small amount of the output, but it gives you an idea of what you can see on the screen. And then we can export that to Excel as well, and you can see the data in Excel. People find that a lot easier to manipulate further. While we're on the screen as well, you can see there's a little info box, so we can click on that eye. That gives you a bit of detail about the jockey, the trainer, and also the horse itself on its last run. And we can look into the horse itself. So these are all hyperlinked, so clicking on the horse will bring up its history, and you, as a basic member, you only get a restricted cut down output in there, but it gives you some detail behind that horse, how it's run before, and the detail of its race. And again, that can be exported to Excel. We have a heading link there, so that gives you an explanation of all the headings that we've got, and place as well, so the abbreviations that are used in the place column as well. Okay, so that's a brief explanation of what the data dashboard does or can do as an advanced member, and whether that's monthly, joint or annual, you're a full member and you get unlimited output to Excel or to screen. Okay, so there's no restrictions on that, whichever membership you choose aside from the basic free one. Go to the head-to-head data. So I spoke briefly about this before, and this is useful if you want to compare two horses that are running in the same race, or if you want to just look at one horse's history. So let's just select a random letter, update the filter, so that this will now populate any horse that's run that started with a G. And we can use the drop down, and we're just going to select a random horse, click get results, and this will bring us some output. Again, as a basic member only, we're restricted to what we can get in the output. Understandably, it's there just to give you a flavor of what's in there, and you can send that to Excel. So it's a similar format, or very same format to what we've looked at on the data dashboard. So we've got the horse that we've selected, Gabbana, on the left, and we haven't selected one to compare it to on the right. So this is just a summary of that horse's full history, and then the detail here, which can be sent to Excel, as I said, for further analysis. Okay, so those are our four main data offerings within the website. We have the selection management, which I've touched upon. That's for advanced members only, where you can save and recall specific criteria for the data dashboard. We do have some example downloads as well, and these are all free, so you can access these and download these Excel files. You don't have to be any sort of member to get those. Those are all there and ready and available for you to download. And bespoke data sets. So if, for instance, there's something you would like us to create for you, maybe you don't have the time or the skills within Excel, you can request a bespoke data set, and we'll see if it's something we can do and offer a quotation on that. Obviously, bearing in mind the time it would take us to set that up would reflect in the quotation itself. Looking at other areas of the site, so we've obviously got a bit of detail about the site, the history. We've got some frequently asked questions in there, and you can contact us using the form. And as I've said before, we've got the direct link to the sister site. Just looking at the account details at the top here, so you can click on My Account, brings up your details, your membership type, and obviously the option to upgrade your account by doing so, clicking on that link. You can also change your password, or if you forgot your password, you can click the link and that would send a password reset to your email address. I think that's it from me, really. Just give you a bit of overview on the memberships. Free ones, as I said, I've pretty much explained what it is. It gives you a snapshot of what the website offers. All the other memberships are advanced memberships. It's just the payment terms, and all of that is processed through PayPal. So the secure payment gateway. Doesn't even matter if you don't have a PayPal account, because it will set one up for you on creation. You just need your banking or card details to be able to set you up a PayPal account, and that will take a few seconds. So once you've selected which service you want, so whether you want the joint or the singular, and whether you rather pay monthly or annually. Select that radio button, click to upgrade, and it will take you straight through to PayPal. And within under 60 seconds, you'll be through that payment gateway. Very secure, very safe, and you'll start having full access to the data.